this video is going to be a little bit in French and English both. Today I'll share with you a little review and some expression that I learned along the way. Bonjour et bienvenue. J'ai récemment regardé la nouvelle saison de Emily in Paris, saison 3. Et aujourd'hui, je vais partager mon expression que j'ai appris dans la saison et aussi un petit review. Donc, vous êtes un étudiant de français ou tu aimes apprendre la langue française, c'est la vidéo pour toi. But let's start with a petit review. In this season, we actually visit a lot of trending places that is happening right now in Paris along the city. The views are incredible as usual. The streets of Paris and the way they have portrayed, it's just remarkable. But also they take you to the south of France, which is Aix-en-Provence, my favorite place. And finally they visit the lavender fields, and it has a whole episode on it, do not miss that, which covers a lot of France, which is not just Paris. There is also one more new thing that I really loved. It is there is a lot of use of French in the season compared to the other two seasons. Like when the French or their colleagues talk with each other, it is in French, and that is something felt very authentic and real, especially when you are a French language learner, or if you know French, you will really relate to it and it feels more real. And to be very honest, when the French are speaking French, it sounds perfect, or it sounds much more better than they speak in English. I think one of my favorite characters from this whole season were Camille and Sylvie. Sylvie has always been on the top, but Camille and Sylvie had a very good storyline. Mindy has a good character development in season 2, and Emily, not that much sure about Emily, but apart from her, I guess I like the other characters more. And there's been a debate of who looks the best or who's the best when the season 2 came out. But in season 3, I can surely give my vote to Alfie, because I didn't really connect much with Gabriel in this season. So that's my vote. I don't know what you think about those guys, but Alfie really marked this season. Overall, the season is a good watch. It is a guilty pleasure. We need to accept it. But the climax is so unexpected. Like, they really leave you at a cliffhanger. So that was the review of Emily in Paris. What do you think about this season? And as I said, that there's a lot of French here, so let's get started with some French expressions, parce que c'est vraiment les phrases que tu peux utiliser dans votre vie habituelle. On peut commencer par la première phrase, un petit plaisir. A petit plaisir, it means a little indulgence or a little pleasure. This is the scene where Emily goes to the McDonald's with Gabriel and he makes him understand that. So McDonald's is like a petit plaisir for French, like a little indulgence. Pas choisir, c'est encore choisir. This is the classic of the first episode, which is not choosing, is still choosing. Pas choisir, c'est encore choisir. Relate with this phrase because I really did relate with it, and I think I'm going to use this phrase a lot of time in my life where I cannot choose because I know that I'm still choosing. Ne touche pas, madame. Yes, it's not a expression, but it's a phrase. This is what the Nicola said first time to Emily when she was trying to touch those beautiful couture garments. So, ne touche pas. Like, do not touch it. Anyone else can also say to you when you're traveling, ne touche pas, do not touch it. Madame, madam, monsieur. So, coup d'état. Coup d'état is the title of one of the episode, and literally it means to overthrow, like a sudden overthrow of a government by a smaller group, and that is what happens in the season. In this season, the Agence Savoir, the company Savoir, is overthrown by Sylvie's new company, which is Agence Grato. It's an interesting episode to watch. There are also some similar sounding words, of which is canard and connard. Canard is a stuffed duck, and the other one, I think you can just Google it. Next one is champagne. This is a classic. I think even I made this mistake when I was studying French. So champagne is mushroom. Champagne is a champagne. Champagne, mushroom. Champagne, champagne. And there's also one more which I would like to add, which is campagne, that is countryside. Coming back to another phrase number 6, which is reculer pour mieux sauter, which is step back to jump better. This phrase was explained to Luke by Emily when they were drinking Kir Royale. Occupe-toi de tes oignons, which literally means stay out of it or mind your own business. Mindy explained this to Emily. Last one is Aix-en-Provence. Now, this is the title of one of the episode, which is Aix-en-Provence, which means X is your X. Or Provence is the name of the region in France. Literal name of the region is also Aix-en-Provence, which is AIX or Provence. So they have done a very good way of just mixing two words, but it sounds the same. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. So Aix-en-Provence is Aix-en-Provence. À la fin, the culture shock que j'ai vu dans cette saison était c'est pour votre sac, madame. Oui. Donc, when they go in this Michelin star restaurant, there's a stool just for keeping your bag. C'est pour votre sac, madame. That's something very interesting. And the last phrase, which was written for Emily and Gabriel, Plaisir de servir un couple si charmant. What a pleasure to serve such a charming couple. So that was the ending phrase of their whole Michelin star experience. So these were some phrases or some expression and word that I could figure out from the whole season, and which I also adore. If there are any more, then you can comment down below, or if you want more of such videos on phrases, expressions en français, donc dis-moi. Et aussi, si vous êtes un étudiant, donc dis-moi à quel niveau vous êtes en français. Merci pour regarder cette vidéo et à bientôt.